One of the first things you do when you're creating a title block in AutoCAD is you make sure that your model space is set to the appropriate grid or drawing limits. The quickest way to do this is to type the word limits. Now make sure that you've got your dynamic input switched on down here on the status bar. Dynamic input is just there, make sure it's on. And we type the word limits like so and press enter. Now the reason we do this is model space is infinite and we need to make sure that we are bounded by a group of coordinates for a known space that we work in the infinite model space. A good idea for the lower left corner on any new title block or template drawing that you create is to set the lower left corner to 0, 0, the origin. So you type 0 in the X coordinate box there, you then press the comma key or the tab key, and then you put 0 in the Y coordinate box as well. You then press enter. Now, depending on what environment you're working in, depends on what you put into the next set of coordinates. You'll notice where it says specify upper right corner there, it's 420 by 297 units. That's a typical A3 sheet size in a metric drawing. Not very big if you want to draw a building. How are you going to fit a building into an area the size of an A3 sheet? So what you do there is you put the coordinates in that you want your limits to be bounded by. I'm going to go for 10,000 millimeters. Like so. So there's 10,000 in the X coordinate box, comma key or tab key, and then 10,000 again in the Y coordinate box and press enter. Now the one thing you do need to do after you've set your grid limits is to make sure that you do a zoom all. Now a zoom all is right here on the navigation bar. Click on the flyout and zoom all. What that does is a zoom all to the 10,000 by 10,000. So it zooms to, if you imagine an imaginary square, 10,000 units by 10,000 units. Okay, so your model space limits are now set. You're now ready to start thinking about creating the next part of your AutoCAD title block.